Tony Wobble was a happy kid, a loving kid, a kid with a bright future. And that all came to an end on the tragic day of October 31st, 2069. Mommy, let's go to the zoo, bitch, said the little demon child. Do you have zoo money? Exactly. Now sit your ass down. Actually, bitch, I do. Little lad Toby pulled out a wrinkly, dirty $20 bill from his neck back and throws it at his meth under the influenced mother. And with a surprised face, his mother takes the money and looks at it and inspects it. And she questions the boy and says, "Where the fuck you got this 20 from?" Don't worry about that, cuz. And the mother shrugged her shoulders and said, "Alright, let's go. Get ready." The happy mother and son duo head out to the zoo for a grand day out in the big, dirty, stinky, nasty apple of New York. New York in the building, stand the fuck up, son. The time was 11:45 and the New York Zoo was packed, and the smell of Timberland shoes and foul, stinky, dirty, homeless bum batty hole permeated the air as little Toby ran through the zoo. Said the demon. They saw the zebra from Madagascar, played by the famous pimp-slapped Chris Rock. They saw lions, and they saw bears, and they even saw the thick-ass walrus from Madagascar. And that Madagascar walrus was dancing and twerking to Ice Spice, that nigga a munch. And the day was young, and the day was fun and hung. And everything was going well until something dark, something wicked, something random, something deadly, something malevolent happened. Little Toby's eye unfortunately caught the sight of a petting pen. And that petting pen had a cute little goat by the name of Albert. And as Toby walked towards that goat's eyes and that goat's teeth smiled so malevolently as the kid ran from his mother to approach the goat. "Hey, goat," said Toby. And he petted the goat, and the goat purred like a vagina. And the goat whispered, hey, yo, cuh, come closer, son." "Huh?" said Toby. "I said, come closer, son. What's good?" "Open the gate, cuh. Let us out, son. We been in this shit forever. They never let us free, son. They never let us do anything in here. These white people hold us down, cuh. Come on, man. You gotta help a brother out. I'm sick of eating grass all day. I want to be free, man." And the boy, surprised by the goat's ability to talk, said, "Hey, wait a minute. Goats can't talk." "Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck, son? I'm talking right now. I'm a magical goat. That ass. I'm the greatest of all time, son. Like Kobe Bryant, son." And the little kid Toby felt the struggle of the goat, felt the oppression of the goat, felt the need to help the goat. And like an idiot, the kid opened the gates of hell. And the goat smiled and shaked in excitement. And all of the farm animals went ape shit and ran all throughout the zoo. All but the malevolent goats. And the goat walked up to Toby and shaked his head and said, "Now you done fucked up, son." And the goat revved up his legs and rammed Toby and mutilated the boy and pulverized the boy and juiced him and stomped all over the boy and ran through that boy's pockets and said, "Yo, where's my 20, son? I know you stole it. My partner was out on the streets of the Bronx and he told me that you stole his shit, son. Give me my money, son." And the boy, incapacitated by the goat, said, I spent it. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh." And the goat didn't take kindly to what the kid said. The goat raged. The goat engaged. And the goat grew to his ultimate form, the malevolent throat goat. Roared the fat goat, and the goat opened its throat, and you can see the darkness of the goat's soul in the bottom of his throat back. And that goat swallowed and deep-throated and lubricated the boy with one gulp. And the boy screamed as he was flushed down the wet, cum-drenched toilet bowl throat of the goat. And the boy screamed every single second of it. Screamed the boy, and the boy's scream echoed throughout the park. And the boy's mother ran to the petting zoo area and said, "Toby, Toby, Toby!" And the throat goat stared at the woman, and the woman stared back at the throat goat, and she said, "What did you do to my son?" And the throat goat looked at the woman and absorbed her too. And the boy and the mother was reunited again in the throat goat's acid-covered stomach as they burned to death. And the throat goat didn't stop there. That goat roared at the top of its lungs, and it grew bigger and bigger, and it looked at the whole entire park. And everybody ran in terror as the throat goat guak guak 2022 every gawk in that New York Zoo. And after it swallowed all of the loads and cummies from every single gawk there, it grew bigger and bigger, and it became twice the size of the Empire State Building, son. And it looked over the horizon of all of the skyscrapers and all of the buildings and bridges and dirty, nasty streets of the city. And it roared. And then it started to shake and juke and swivel. And then that goat got sturdy, and it let off its special ability, the cum explosion. And that cum exploded hot acid cock juice all over the city, and all of the rats and all of the roaches and all of the bums and all of the civilians melted in agonizing pain. Yo, my Tim, son, that ass. Screamed the city as it sounded like demons in hell burning, and the mythical demon smiled so ever gaily, and it flapped its goat wings and flew off into the night sky as the city crumbled into ashes, and nothing was ever the same. Ever. again. The end.
Guac, guac, guac.